We're sitting here with triathlon coach Iam Murray, who is a USA Triathlon Level 3 certified coach. We want to talk about motivation. People all over want to know not only how to get in shape, but stay in shape. Talk to us about how you encourage your athletes to stay motivated.
Whether it's for triathlon or just weight loss or fitting into your favorite jeans or whatever it is, I think you have to have a goal. You have to have something out in front of you that says this is where I want to be, and you need to put some hard factual numbers to that, and then you can head in that direction. But then you also have to then measure where you are now. And let's just take, we live in America, so we'll take obesity. Let's say you want to lose some weight, which is, I think, a pretty classic example of what Americans want to do. You would need to weigh yourself today, determine what your weight is, and then set a goal for yourself. Okay, I want to lose this much weight, and then have that scale be your motivator. Once a week, perhaps you get on it and you see that it's going down. Now, that's what I'm talking about, and that would be true for anything, because in triathlon, it's the same thing. We get an athlete that comes in and we say, hey, I want to do this at that race. And for some athletes, some Americans who are sedentary and somehow made it through grade school and high school without ever going to PE class, and now here they are in their 30s and they want to do a triathlon, fine. They just want to finish. That's their goal. Other athletes come and they say, look, I've done this, this, and this, and this. Now I want to do all of that faster. So
okay, so wait,
let
me just get just a little more specific here. So to stay motivated, you're encouraging people to know where they are now, where they want to be, and have a tool on how to get there?
Yes. Okay, but here's the problem with the scale analogy that I started in the beginning. Americans are really tied into how much they weigh. And what happens is when you start eating well and exercising, you don't always lose weight. The reason is because muscle weighs more than fat. And so when you start to exercise and you start to eat right and you start to lose fat, lose body fat, that adipose tissue starts to get stripped away, but muscle starts to get built up. You actually might gain weight, even though your favorite jeans fit better, even though you look great naked in the mirror, you actually might get a higher number on the scale.
The tool you have to make sure that you have the right tool.
Yeah, it would be far better if you could measure your body fat, whether that's done at home with a device or with a professional, and then use that body fat assessment to be your carrot dangling out in front of you.
So most important, if you could sum it up, it would be when goal setting to have a very specific goal and use that as your motivation.
Exactly.
Can you tell us in a couple sentences that?
Yeah, I think the finest motivation comes from setting a goal, measuring where you are at the moment, at the starting point, and then checking in towards that goal on the way. And then whatever device it is you're using to measure that goal and your starting point, that's the same device that you measure all the way.
We've just been talking with triathlon coach Iam Murray about goal setting and motivation. Thank you very much.